Whoa! What's up, world? You already know who it is. It's your boy Ryan from the Alliance of Magicians here, and I'm back with the spooktacular Week 7 recap video. We're officially more than halfway through the season. It's crazy. Time flies by. I love doing the Halloween recaps around this time because we're finally seeing some separation in the teams. So, that being said, at the beginning of the season, I asked 5 questions that have to do with Skip Scramble this year. And now that we're halfway done, I think it's time to reflect on those questions and see where the league's at. So, the first question on everyone's mind at the beginning of the season, can Doug win again? And somehow, after going 0-2, Doug has been smashing it and is currently in second place with a 5-2 record. So, Doug is also second place in points, so it's not like he's getting crazy lucky or anything. Let's look at his team. Looks like he had the steal of the draft with Zeke. Zeke's just killing it. He also has McCoy, so you get your strong running back core there. And no suspension. If he doesn't get suspended the rest of the season, Doug has probably the strongest team in the league as far as just solid core goes. Now, if he gets suspended, then he's gonna want to wish that he got suspended earlier, because it's gonna suck if he makes playoffs and then is missing his stud guy. That being said, though, we're gonna watch his team. His wide receivers are a little bit weak. Thielen might take a hit if Diggs comes back. Hilton, might never take off if Luck never comes back, and he's currently flexing Crowder right now, which is just never a good sign. But bye weeks happen. So, question number 2: can EJ be the real deal this year? And if you look at the rankings, absolutely. EJ's been dominant this entire season in skips. He's 6-1. He's been in first place the entire time. He has by far the most points. He has 100 points, almost 100 points on top of Doug, who's crushing everyone else. It's not even close. EJ's going to the playoffs. I'll be stunned if he doesn't get a first round bye. And his team is just crushing it. Even losing Aaron Rodgers, he was able to replace him with Tyrod Taylor. I think he's going to be fine. He's keeping just the Bell and Gurley running back core, just crushing it. You're seeing a pattern here that if you can get 2 strong running backs on your team in skips, you're going to do pretty good. I don't care who your wide receivers are. And, EJ's got some decent ones. We got Landry, we got Garcon, Stills, Lee's had some good pickups. He's got Seattle defense. EJ's team is going to keep dominating. But, anything can happen. He loses one of those running backs. We've seen a lot of injuries this year. He might not be as strong. So, question number 3. Can Jill deal with losing DJ week 1? And so far, she's in 4th place, 4-3 record. I think she's doing okay. The question is, compared to the other big dogs, her points are a little lower. She's had really low points against, so that really helps you get to that winning record. But she's been doing it. I think Zach Ertz is her number 1 stud, her steal, just super consistent tight end. Other than that, boomer bust, Tyreek Hill, Doug Baldwin, they've been okay. If she plays somebody with, low points and one of those guys has low points that week, she can still get a win. Looking at her team going forward, I'm seeing a makes playoff team, but doesn't really advance from there unless DJ comes back and starts crushing. There's a lot of question marks if that's going to be the case, though, with Arizona sucking and Adrian Peterson now. So we'll see what happens. Question number 4. Of the weird draft teams, I singled out Jesse's extremely heavy Chargers team, Brandon's team that picked a lot of studs that aren't studs anymore, and Derek's team, where he kind of reached for some bad boys. Which team is most likely to have the most success? Garrett picked Derek's team. Derek's currently at last place at 2-5 with pretty low points. Sam picked Jesse's team. Jesse is currently in 5th place with a 4-3 record. He's doing pretty good for himself. He definitely has low points in that playoff bracket, but he's definitely exceeding expectations. Chargers are doing all right. They've had a 3-game winning streak. Just playing those 2 Chargers receivers, somebody's going to get the points, and so far Jesse's been doing pretty good. Who else we got for Jesse? Russell Wilson having some blow-up games. Hyde, and I think his most probably one of the better pickups of the year. He's got Dion Lewis, who looks like he's taking over the Patriots backfield. So can Jesse make playoffs again? We'll see, but he's going to be a force, and we're going to have our eye on him. Right, question number 5 was, which team was better out of Sam and Garrett's? Each answered their respective team, obviously, but the surprising thing is they are right next to each other in the rankings. We got Sam in 9th place, 3 and 4. Garrett in 10th place, 3 and 4. Sam has about 50, 60 points on Garrett, but I think Garrett's team is trending upwards. He's won 2 games in a row now. Anything can happen. Sam's team, unfortunately, is trending downwards. He's had some brutal injuries. He's lost, how many in a row now? I think 3 in a row, 2 in a row, 3 in a row. So it's going to be interesting to see if those guys can make the reach back up into the playoff spot. So, going forward, week 8, what are we looking at here? I got a matchup with Sam. We're both 3 and 4. You got to get to 4 and 4 if you're going to make playoffs. 7-6 is kind of the lowest you can go to still make, and even then you have to have high points. So it's going to be a big matchup to watch. Other than that, we're keeping our eye on Shannon's team. Shannon went on a crazy 4-game win streak, I think it was, and then was hit with not necessarily people on her team, but both her wide receivers had injuries to the quarterback, and they're going to take a hit all season for that. She put up a total stinker last week, only getting around 60 points, so she's going to have to bounce back from that. Gordon's going to need to bolt up big time. We'll see what happens. From there, we got our bottom boys. Bud Light scraping at the bottom matchup is going to be Derek and Chris. They're both 2 and 5. One of those teams is going to go to 3 and 5. We'll see who it is. They both need to keep playing to, sustain, maybe get a win streak going. What other matchup am I liking here? Eric. No one was talking about Eric's team after he went, I think, 4-0? He went 4-0. No one's talking about Eric. Suddenly, he's lost 3 games in a row. Oh, no, I got that wrong. He's lost 2 games in a row now. His team is trending downwards. He's had some injuries, some kind of bust. Like, is AJ Green doing okay? Yeah. He's hit or miss. He had a bad week last week. His running back core is pretty weak. I'm looking at this week. He's starting Crowell and Gore. That's a pretty ugly starting running back lineup. But he does have Alex Smith, who's been smashing it this season. He's going up against Tane, who I think it was Tane went 4-0 and then lost 3 in a row. So we got 2 teams that are in kind of free fall mode right now. Yeah, Tane was 3-0. He's lost 4 in a row now. He needs a win. So that's going to be a matchup to watch. Eric versus Tane. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This has been the Skip Scramble Halloween special recap video. Sound off in the comments about what you're going to be. Hope you guys have a good time. Stay safe. And let's keep this season rolling. It's going to get spooky. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.